リキ、ナッキー、アニバーサリー。ウマ娘は 1.5 周年。100連無料。ジュエルも最大6000個。みんなでラッキー。みんなとハッピー。ウマ娘。
My first day in Fiji and I lose my Old Spice Fiji? And it was so gentle on my skin, too.
Son, that's mine. Give it here.
Bye-bye. This is me trying the kids menu from every restaurant in America. Now I'm a grown man, there is no reason for me to be eating off the menu that's made just for kids. However, since the last video, my nephew and I have been hanging out more, but after playing about 100 rounds of hide and seek, we realized that we have nothing else to do. So now I'm spending the next 7 days of my life going on this adventure and along the way looking for something new to do with my nephew in hopes of adding another really fun memory to his life. So sit back and relax because we're off to Olive Garden.
Hello, just a table for one. Yes.
As the hostess is walking me to my table, I'm realizing just how big this restaurant is. And you want to know what else is big?
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Their menu, oh my goodness, I just disappeared. But as big as it was, I found out some weird things, some sus things, if you will. Let's just say my crewmate senses were tingling, so I just had to do it. Emergency meeting. There are two problems that I have identified. One is that I looked at the Olive Garden menu online and I saw that they had a kids menu. However, when I look at this behemoth of a menu, I can't find a kids menu. So does that mean that there are no kids menus at all? Or does it mean that it's only for online and that there's not anything in the store? I have no idea. Which brings me to problem number 2. On the online kids menu, it says that it's only for kids 12 and under. And in one of my other videos when I tried movie theater kids menus, you guys were grinding my gears and buttering my biscuits talking about how I should have just ordered it anyways. So fine, I'm gonna order from the kids menu. That is, if the kids menu actually exists when you eat inside the restaurant, and there's only one way to find out.
For 100 minutes, Fortnite added the rarest sprite in the world. This was the Sprite Hunt anomaly, and it made all kinds of insane variants show up in buried chests. Great way to fill up the collection until players discovered something no one expected. Inside, you become the first person on the entire planet to unlock unreleased sprites. I'm talking holo foils, cubes, you name it. But there was one big problem. Epic never intended to release this and freaked out. So within seconds, they rushed to delete it, and to this day, only 0.001% of players have these removed sprites. Now, the Rift anomaly is nowhere to be found, but a couple hundred people in the world have sprites that are banned, including the Gem Sprite. Despite the fact players now had this sitting in their lockers and were straight up maxing out their level, Epic really didn't want us to have them, and so that's why they released a hidden update that took away everyone's gem. If you try to bring them into game right now, nobody's able to see them, and it's so bad they won't even show up in your sprite menu. Don't worry though, Epic aren't being mean over their mistake. They have promised that when the sprites are actually released, they'll return the ones you found back to your inventory because technically, you found them fair and square. And the things that only existed for a short time continue with this season's rarest weapon. Because for just 2 power hours, Fortnite released an exclusive mythic gun, which was the Dark Voyager's Chaos Rifle. As if the regular Chaos Exploder wasn't hated enough, Epic decided that making it 3 times more powerful was a good answer. Obviously, they knew fans would absolutely despise this, so they made it only show up for a total of 2 hours in the entire season, and it's actually the only way to get this mythic. It does not show up from any bosses or in a vault. You had to play during a power hour, and even then, we don't know if it'll come back in the future, meaning it could be gone forever. Now, Epic really messed up at the very start of Season 3 when fans quickly noticed something terrible. If they had a sprite on their back and 2 others in their inventory, they could keep throwing them down over and over again. It spawned an infinite amount of the rarest sprites, so they never have to worry about losing them ever again. So, what was Epic's solution to this? Well, they actually decided to delete the ability to throw sprites. For weeks, you weren't able to throw any out of your hand until it was finally patched and they brought it back. It got even worse when fans discovered another problem when it returned, which was if you threw sprites into the extraction crate, they would accidentally be recognized as simple water sprites and ruin your whole match. So they had to delete throwing yet again, and if you want to extract now, you have to actually press the dedicated button on the crate. So at least you know that sprite throwing will eventually come back, but this next mythic has been banished to become the rarest item in the whole game. Because at the start of Season 3, you can simply open a chest and have a tiny chance of discovering the mythic Limitless 7 sliders. Now immediately, this was a huge problem, because they didn't just have 0 cooldown, they also had 0 durability. By Fortnite's own design, you were able to slide around for the whole match, and it was so overpowered. Surely, it was pretty hard to find a mythic in a regular chest, right? But with just the simple use of a common Earth sprite, you could boost your odds massively and easily find these every game. Within just a few days, Epic realized they messed up so bad, and they deleted the mythic sliders from every single chest in the game, except for one. The only way to find these now is by going to Sinister Strip, opening the vault, and even then, there's only a 1 in 3 chance you'll get it, which resets every match. And did you know Season 3 had a bug that gave veteran players infinite sprites? I'm not exaggerating. It's something you could only do if you were around in Chapter 1 and managed your hands on the soccer ball toy. This is obviously impossible to get nowadays, so Epic doesn't really think about